What's up guys, and welcome to another episode of Career Mode, episode number 127. And we start today's episode off with Marco Shikushi, our young central midfielder, coming to us and saying he wants more wages. Man, I mean, he's been here for he arrived in January and, we gave him 50 grand a week. And he's already asking for more wages, yet he's got 3 years and 10 months on his contract. That's just so annoying. I mean, he's not even, in terms of overall ability, Paulinho, how you pronounce it, is actually better than him. Yet we start Shikushi ahead of him because I like Shikushi. I mean, come on, stop complaining, man. Seriously. So if he wants to get more wages, he's going to have to stay for a lot longer. But either way, Kim Ojo, the real Kimmy, of course. I said last episode, if anyone remembers him from my last Career Mode series, the real Kimmy is finally back for me to play with. Yes, that came out wrong. So that's awesome. And I also went in for this guy, Francesco De Luca, Montreal Impact, 23 years old, 77 rated. He's obviously the regen of Marco De Vaio. He's obviously his regen, and he's got some pretty decent stats. And I'm not really feeling Racina, the guy I signed on deadline day last season. He's the 6'8" ginger guy. I'm not really feeling him. He's just not doing it for me. So hopefully we can shift him on and get this guy, because he's already better, and he looks like a very decent player as well. And thankfully Montreal Impact accept the transfer, so it looks like we'll get a pretty decent striker coming in. And a transfer offer also comes in for Irby Emmanuelson. Udinese want him for 4.1 million. 31 years old, perfectly fine. Like I said, a lot of the Milan players are approaching 30 or above 30 now, so we need to sell these guys on ASAP and get as much money as possible. So that's fine with me. But I also thought I'd inquire about these two centre-backs, both Italian, both relatively young and both pretty decent, and see if we can pick any of them up. But also Jung Seok An, of course, a South Korean centre-back who I use all the time for my nation, and did have him at Liverpool. He was the guy we exchanged with Isaac Wooten from JG United. He's really good. He's 6'5", and he's pretty quick as well. So I'll be pretty pleased when we pick him up, because he's a very decent player. But Biscara, don't want to let go of Cristiano Manini, which sucks because he looks very good for his age. Emmanuelson goes to Udinese for 4.2 million, I think it was, or 4.1 million. And Kershi got a bid from Verona for 2.1 million, and he's only 19. He's 71 rated, and to be honest, every time I've used him, he's actually been pretty decent. So I don't think I'm going to sell him. He looks pretty decent. But Regina, so they didn't come in from in the end, but that's fine because he looks pretty decent. But Regina said 5.5 million is all they would need to let go of Camilleri, and that seemed like a very good deal to me, because he looks like a pretty decent player. He really does. But even so, because of that, De Luca comes in on the contract, and also, as you would have seen there, Liverpool accept the deal we made for Jung Seok An, the tall South Korean centre back. So that's perfectly fine. I'd rather have An because he's cheaper, and he's worse in terms of overall, but he's South Korean, and of course that is really good for me, having a South Korean player in the side, because it means we can develop him for club and country. But Regina said the transfer offer was unacceptable for Camilleri because they didn't want Mesbah. But with the fact that Liverpool had already accepted the bid we made for Jung Seok An, I thought there was no point in even coming in for him, because we'd have An in our side anyway. I think I might have made a secondary bid anyway, but did I? Yeah, looks like I did, but despite that, I didn't really care, because Jung Seok An was already coming into the club, so it was fine. No, I didn't make a bid. I knew I didn't. But yeah, a bid comes in for Icardi here. Verona want him, and he's 23 years old, 68 rated. He hasn't really done the business, and we've already got Leali and Freeze on, so I don't really need him. But I also decided to go in for another winger. We're sort of lacking in depth in that department, and Jesse Rodriguez, he's a really good player on this game. And Monaco, of course, have him at the moment. I thought, maybe we can get him off Monaco and get him to a better club. He's 81 rated, only 24 years old. I think he's 4-star skills as well. But this guy, Simon Verdi, has that special something. Love that little characteristic. And he's already 83 rated, and he's 25. He's only got 3-star skills, so that kind of sucks. But he's also got a 5-star weak foot, which is superb. I love players that have got 5-star weak foot. It just makes them so awesome to play on the wing. And I offered, I think it was 9 million plus De Jong. Yes, it was. And Jung Seok-han comes in here. He accepts the contract we offered, so that's awesome. We get rid of Mesbah, who is just useless, and obviously An is a very capable centre back to just sit in the reserve side, so that's cool. And Akadi goes to Verona for 975,000. Here we see a news article saying that we are predicted to finish third. That is an insult to AC Milan. That is an insult, god damn it. We can finish third and we can do it unbeaten. I'm pretty sure of that, man. That's an insult in my opinion. But yeah, Germano will be looking to prove you can win something with kids and may well make up the first team. I think I said definitely. Germano is a first team player for me now. He is awesome. 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot, absolutely rapid. I love Germano, man. He's a great winger. But here you see the first round of the Coppa Nazionale, I think it's called. And yeah, Alberto Frieson, who had a really disappointing pre-season. Well, he must have been wondering whether, you know, he must have heard the comments I said in the commentary in the last episode, because he stepped up in this game, man. He was absolutely awesome. Made a good save there and a decent punch away. But here we see a free kick get given to Novara. It's pretty close in. It's right on the D. A really good chance to take the lead here at the San Siro, but they just put a free kick over. But it was all Novara in the first half. They were dominating from start to finish. And Frieson, there's no one-on-one stat in FIFA, but Frieson, if there was a one-on-one stat, it must be in the high 90s, man. He was saving everything. He was insane. He was so good, and this was the pick of the bunch for me in extra time. What a save to get down to the bottom corner. And yeah, the game did go to extra time, of course. It was a really bad 90 minutes from us and extra time. This was basically our first attack of the game in the 120th minute. We were that bad, it was awful. But Germano comes in here, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and cuts it into the bottom corner. Just finesses it gently and it swerves into the bottom corner, and that is the most undeserved victory you'll ever see on this career mode. We got dominated for 120 minutes, and if it wasn't for Frieson, we'd have lost that game about 5-0. But even so, Germano, with basically our first attempt on goal, rescues the game, and we go through to the next round of the Coppa Nazionale. And Frieson got a 9.9 rating, and no surprise, he was absolutely incredible in that game. So amazing. But yeah, Boateng did pick up a little injury. He's going to be out for 5 days. And Monaco rejected the bid we made for Jesse Rodriguez. However, Torino accepted the bid we made for Simon Verdi. So he looks like he's coming in, which is great. I'm not sure whether he used to play for AC Milan or not, because he does. That name does ring a bell, Simon Verdi. But I don't know. I'm probably completely wrong, but yeah, we should be able to get Verdi in because he looks insane. And Atletico Madrid made a bid for Jan Mvia, which of course we rejected because he's a superb holding midfielder. And yeah, Verdi comes in, so that's a great deal for us, really. He's a very good player. Like I said, 5-star weak foot, only 3-star skills, which does kind of suck because you know, I do like to have as many skillers as possible, but even so, he's such an awesome player. And yeah, I'm pretty sure he did used to play for AC Milan because the name does ring a bell. But yeah, the debut for Verdi was going to be made in this game. Of course, we've already won one trophy already. We're going for 2 already in 1 month against Spurs in the... again, I keep forgetting the name of this competition. It's the Europa League winners versus the Champions League winners. And Kevin Prince Boateng gave us the lead here after an absolutely incredible save by Frieson. I keep telling you, man, he's really coming into his own to start this season after such a poor pre-season. But yeah, KPB scores the only goal of the game. It ends 1-0, and it was a very boring game, I've got to be honest. Both of those games were so bad. Only 1 goal separating the teams, and it was just boring as hell, this game. There was barely any highlights. Other than that Frieson save and that KPB goal, there was basically nothing else all game. But yeah, final score 1-0, and 2 trophies already at AC Milan this season. What an amazing start, and 4 in total. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching this episode. I really do hope you've enjoyed it, and if you could leave a like, as always, that is much appreciated. It really helps my channel grow. It really helps this series continue to be uploaded on a regular basis, and it's much appreciated. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon. Bye.